Well guys, what's up? Camp Flipper Ship here. I have the live blade Nautilus here. Whoa. And I'm essentially, this is my full review video, so this is going to be my full look at what I think of the thing. And I've had it for a second now, so I've had some time to think about what to expect of it and what the blade feels like to me. And a lot of the times with these balisongs, a lot of people will take a long time to see what they think about it. But me personally, I've never been that way. I can get a pretty good feel of a balisong, and my opinions don't change. But I did want to give this one a little bit extra time because I've only had it for a couple of days. And in the time that I've had it, it's been really great. It's a great flipper. And so you're probably asking the question, in my other video, I talked about, I might want to get rid of it or I might not want to keep it. And you're probably wondering, am I going to keep it or not? And the answer is no. I probably will not be keeping this balisong. And it has nothing to do with the quality of the balisong or anything like that. It has to do with something that usually I'm not too big on, but it is preference of flipping. For this balisong, it's so light. And that's been one of the things that I like about it, or that I thought I would like about it, that's been unique about it, I would say. But, over time, it is something that has kind of been harder for me to get used to. And it's also something that I've found with my flipping that I don't necessarily always enjoy. But, it depends on the flipper, right? A lot of people really love the fact that this bally is light, and that's like the one thing that they super love about it. So it just comes down to personal preference. In terms of its flipping abilities, this thing is an absolute beast. I found myself, really feeling like I've unlocked levels of smoothness, and that has to do with the lightness of the balisong. But in terms of just for the price and the things that are in the price range that it's in, I find myself not as interested in this balisong as other people. And I feel like it might be worth swapping it out for something that is more fitting for my personal preferences. And I think everyone should be willing to do those same ideals, because at the end of the day, like, there are things that should be good. There's things that people will tell you are good. There's things that you'll watch reviews and people will say are good. And you might or might not like those things. And it's not necessarily up to other people to make those decisions for you, right? You have to decide for yourself what you like and don't like. You can't always be other people choosing for you. And with this balisong, I realized that although it is great and although I do see why people like it, it's not necessarily for me. But I guess onto the full review of it, and to kind of stop talking about, my personal preferences. What do I think? Is it worth the money? Is it a good balisong? The short answer is yes. This is an excellent balisong. It flips amazingly. It's very easy to get into a flow with this thing. It does everything you want it to do. It's very responsive. It feels a little bit more neutral than a lot of the balisongs I have, which is nice for certain technical tricks and things like that. It doesn't always carry handle weight as much as I have gotten used to with some of my heavier balisongs, but it is a good balisong. It performs pretty effortlessly, and it's definitely worth your investment. Do I have something to necessarily compare it to? Not really. A lot of people were asking me, a lot of people want to know in the comments, is it something that compares to the trainer? Does it compare to the trainer? Is it adjacent to the trainer? And I would say that, yeah, it is pretty adjacent to the trainer, depending on what trainer you have. I have only tried the G10 trainer. I've never tried the carbon fiber knot trainer, so there is that. That's something that I have to say or I have to disclose and say, I've never tried it. But it feels similar to the G10, and I assume that there's just a little difference in the blade weight. It's been a while since I've flipped it, but this thing feels amazing. It feels like a world beater kind of balisong. You could definitely one and done this, in terms of flipping abilities and things like that. Just for me personally, the only thing is just that I'm not as interested in this type of balisong. So that's just a personal preference thing. But yeah, not as much to say about it, right? I mean, I'm at the point where, you know, I love this thing. I think it's great, but I think it doesn't scream me, right? It screams like great balisong that is not necessarily for my preferences. So I probably won't be keeping it. But it's sad to see it go because it is pretty, but there's always more things to come. And you know, you work hard for your money. You can only have so many balisongs. And in terms of this one's ability, or if this one is for me, I would say that it's probably just not. So that's my synopsis on it. That's what I think about the Bali. And you know, it's kind of ironic that I've really not dropped this one as much as some of my other balisongs. So I guess that's an interesting factor about it. But yeah, what else about it? What else? Do I think that this compares to other Squid products? Yeah, absolutely. This is one of those products that, you know, is going to be just as comparable, if not better. I think in terms of just pure raw flipping ability, it flips better than the Kraken. In terms of aesthetics, it probably looks a little bit better than the Kraken, depending on your preferences. I like the Kraken, the way that it flips. I like the lightness of it. So that's one thing that's a little bit different. I mean, I like the weight, the extra weight on it compared to this. So that's one thing that's a little bit different. But once you get used to this balisong and its weight, then there's really no problems that you would have with it. It's excellent. It's very sharp. But yeah, you know, there's not too much else I have to say about it. Whoa. There's not too much else I have to say about it. That's pretty much my synopsis on this scenario. I think it's great. So you guys tell me, have you gotten a chance to flip one of these? I stopped and waited like as if you were gonna fucking tell me. Anyways, that's the review of it. I think it's a good balisong. I think it competes well, it flips well. My opinions have not really changed that much on it. It feels similar to the Trainer, but you know, maybe a little more blade weight depending on how you flip and stuff. But yeah, I really like this thing. I think it's really good, and the chances are that, you know, I'm getting rid of it now because I want to try some other stuff out and kind of see, and the lightness is like a little bit rough for me. But even now as I'm flipping it, I'm feeling like, you know, there is a certain level of me that wants to keep it. There's a certain way where I'm like, you know what, this is a really great balisong, you know. So maybe in the future I will get another one. We'll see. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about this balisong. It's excellent. It's everything that I thought it would be. And as I've warmed up to it, it's actually more, it's surpassed my expectations. But I want to see what else is out there. I think you can be objective and say that something is good while also saying that it's not necessarily for you. And I think that's where I'm at with this one right now. But in terms of the actual objective review, the objectivity of this is that in terms of flipping ability, you are not really going to find something that is as good as this, or I should say, you're not going to find something that's better than this. This is probably as good as it would get. I would say I've never flipped something that's better than this. I would say that I've only flipped things that were as good as this, just with different feels. And that's kind of where I stand on the issue, which is that, like, I would like to have something that has a different kind of a feel. But, you know, that's just a preference thing, you know. Whoa. But yeah, guys, so let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know if you would have kept it. Let me know everything, and I guess I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.